What's up, everyone? What's up? It's gonna be a quick live. I gotta go out. I just wanna just make a quick live. I'm not gonna be inviting anybody in. I will do a little Q&A, but it's gonna be just a little quick live. I just wanna make this announcement. Yeah, you guys see the title? The title pretty much explains what I'm gonna be speaking about. I'll probably just start right now, just so I can get this shit out here. Probably not gonna wait for no one, but as the title states, like most people aren't going to need to eat come next year. Well, I don't want to say most people, some people, but it's going to be an increasing amount of people who aren't going to need to be consuming like food at all. And when I say this shit, it sounds kind of far fetched and far out there. And the reason I never, because I knew this was going to be coming, where there's going to be people who are not going to be consuming, but within the last few weeks, my experiences have validated that is going to occur. And I know I preached about breatharian journey, but I never really talked about how by the end of next year, there's going to be certain people who aren't going to even need to be consuming food. The media is not going to promote it or put it out there. They're going to make it look like it's fake, and they're not going to put it on the mainstream for obvious reasons. But there are going to be an increasing amount of people who aren't going to need to be consuming by the end of next year. As we start approaching that time, where more and more people aren't going to need to be consuming, you're going to see them start fucking with the food a lot more. So the whole food shortage, the whole reason why there is a food shortage in general, the whole reason behind this whole food shortage and scarcity, whatever, is is solely behind the whole concept of people not needing to eat, and the elite know this and they don't like this. So they're fucking with the food because of that. This is why it's more expensive. This is why um just all sorts of things, shortages, the store shelves are kind of getting bare, and there's not as this the food is even cheaper. It's not the same as before because, to be honest, even like this is not just people who are, because even people in my family, my relatives, I know they're not eating as well as much as they were before, and this is causing some of them to actually lose weight, and some of them were overweight. So like this is a natural thing, but then there's still going to be people who still need to consume, but it's like going to be different levels to it. There's going to be people who consume like normal, people who probably eat one meal a day or eat less, and then people who are going to be eating at all. And then you're going to have liquidarians and all that. So this shit is all coming real fucking soon. Like I'm telling you niggas, like I'm telling you guys, like this shit ain't no fucking joke. I got a Yesterday I had bought a fucking rotisserie chicken, and I was just gonna eat that by itself, and I literally could not like eat it at all. Like I couldn't eat one. Like I took a fucking drumstick off and I took a bite, and that shit felt so heavy for me. Like I couldn't eat it at all. And just before that, I didn't eat nothing that day. So I had to just not. I didn't eat the chicken, but I had cut some watermelon and I ate that. So I had a mini watermelon, or a mini organic watermelon. They're hella small, and that was my fucking only thing I ate. So like I be fasting without really fasting. The only reason I can't say I have been fasting because I was smoking, but there was days I wasn't eating or consuming shit, but I was smoking, and when you smoke, it cuts off the whole process of the body healing. So you're not fasting even though you're not eating. So it's crazy how this shit is going. Like this is why I say by the end of next year, I'm not even gonna need to be eating at all. Like most, you're gonna see some people, not just me. There's gonna be a lot of people who aren't gonna need to eat at all. Like this is not something that's gonna happen far off. Like a lot of you guys think that a lot of these changes are gonna be happening in the year 2030, 2040, 2050. No, a lot of these changes are gonna be happening within the next few years. This year is a big fucking. This is a pivotal year right here. Like this after this year, everything's literally gonna change. I know people said that during the pandemic and things did change, but they changed from a third dimensional matrix physical point of view. This year, everything's changing on a spiritual and on a reality base. So the government has no control over this shit. What the government's gonna do is try to like correspond their events with the physical reality event. So when something happens as in the physical reality, you're gonna see them doing what they're doing, such as the food shortage and people not needing to eat. They didn't do no food shortage all these other years from the 90s, the 80s, the 2000s, 70s. They didn't do all that. They did the Great Depression, but after that, and even the Great Depression, it was for a period of time. And then if you look at the statistics, not that many people starved to death. They try to make it look like millions of people starved to death. It wasn't even like that because it's all bullshit, it's all fake and orchestrated. So that's what I'm saying. They weren't fucking with the food. Why is it right when they started this whole food shortage is when literally right when I started fasting, a year after I started fasting, which was 2020, a year after I started fasting, that's when they started this whole food shortage shit. That's when I noticed I didn't need to eat as much. And each year, as my appetite decreases, I notice like there's more shit that they're doing, and they're raising the price and they're doing a lot of things. So this is what makes me realize like this is what the fuck is going on. And when I talk about like you not needing to consume, this goes beyond just food. You guys got to understand, like this goes to like everything. If you're on fucking taking drugs, if you're taking pharmaceuticals, if you're taking weed, even if you're ingesting media content, it's gonna affect that too. The type of content you like, how sensitive you are to the content or to the external world, that's gonna play a part, as well as it's not just you giving up food. This is like something on a spiritual level you're changing. This shit is crazy. So, and if you feel like you still need to eat and you're not feeling any of these changes, then that means your vibration is very low. I'm sorry to break it to you, but your vibration is very fucking low. Actually, I'm not sorry because it is what it is. Like you can get it, you can get your vibration up. It's not like you stuck like that. But at this point in time, nigga, like if you're eating more than a meal a day, you done fucked up because you don't have that much energy. So your body needs to grab energy from external sources such as food. So because you're not doing the energy work, because you should be doing that energy work. They're trying to make it look like, because I notice a lot of these fucking elite, they'll present a problem that's gonna happen, and then they expect you to have fear for that problem. But what I'm starting to think is whatever problem that they present, you can be able to ride that problem as in it doesn't affect you, or if it affects you, it doesn't affect you as much because of your energy. What's up with it? Somebody left a comment. All I had was juice oranges today. Exactly. That's probably all you needed. You don't need all that other shit. That's what I'm saying. Juice orange, that's perfect. And I'm pretty sure when you drank that, I'm pretty sure that felt more refreshing than if you went and got some fucking soda or got something fucking like just something unhealthy. Like I noticed, like even if I haven't eaten and I eat something unhealthy, it doesn't satisfy me like that no more. I have to eat some like fruit or whatever, or something like healthy and fresh. I can't just eat straight up garbage. It doesn't work for me no more. And if I eat garbage, it has to be high quality ingredients, like everything organic. Like if I make like spaghetti, I have to make everything organic. Like I made spaghetti a month ago. Everything was organic. The meat, the vegetables, the pasta, the spaghetti sauce, like the onions, the vegetables in it. Everything was straight organic and high quality organic. So I don't just fuck with, if I eat junk food, it has to be high quality organic. And like a lot of people will say, oh, that's expensive. No, it's not, because if you're not eating that much and your body can't consume that much, you don't need to spend that much money. Because even if you buy the most expensive shit organic wise, and like at the end of the day, like all eating and consuming is supposed to be a temporary thing. You're not supposed to say, oh, I eat organic and I'm going to be permanently a healthy eater. You can do that, and there's nothing wrong with that, but please shut the fuck up about health and you being healthy. That's not what it is. You're eating because you like to eat and it's a pleasure. There's nothing wrong with having fun. You play video games, you go shoot dice, you have fun. So that's what eating is. And it's to get you to have energy. so you can go up and go to your 9 to 5 and produce for this fucking matrix. That's the reason they even have grocery stores, not so you don't die and starve. It's so you can have the energy to produce and make money for their corporations. Because once the people start producing and making money for the corporations, then this place is going to look like South Sudan. Anytime a country isn't working and producing for the government, then that's when a country will turn into what you guys know as a third world country. A third world country is nothing but when the people of that country don't want to work for that government, then the government fucks up that country's economic and social system to make it a third world country. That's it. It ain't anything what they fucking tell you. So the people, this is why you see America's prosperous, China's prosperous, Japan's prosperous. The reason these countries are prosperous is because these people fucking work like slaves and they go to 9 to 5s and they're stressed the fuck out and they have to feed. So if people just stop working, then this country will look like a third world country. That's only if people did take it upon their own initiative to make the society better. They want to just rely on the government. But like, that's literally what the fuck it is. That's why I'm telling you guys, like, do this energy work. And like, and then you guys say, what's the energy work? I already told you what it was for me. Yoga and fasting. That's what I did. I'm not saying that's the only energy work. There's plenty out there, but I'm saying that's what helped me. Specifically the yoga. The fasting, that helped too, but the yoga, it removed the blockages. So therefore, it can make the fasting easier. It can make me not hungry. It can make me less depressed, more in my mind, and not not as much in my mind in a negative way, but in a positive way. Like it helped me get energy. So that's what it is when we're talking about that. But it's really not that hard, to be honest. It's really not that hard. It's very simple and easy. It's very simple, not easy. But if anybody got any questions, though, I just want to get on live real quick. I probably won't invite nobody in right now because I got to do some shit. Yeah, and I know I've been wearing the same. People are like, "Oh, you wearing the same shirt?" I don't give a fuck, nigga. Give a fuck about this damn shirt, niggas. But oh, you wear the same shirt. You don't comb your hair. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Give a fuck about you, nigga. Give a fuck what you niggas think. Just because of that, I'm a motherfucker. That's one thing I never liked with like I'll go out and like when I was younger back in the day, I used to go out in public, and then like if I seen somebody like laughing at me because I look weird, I'll deliberately do some weird shit just to act weird. Like I hate normal people. I like to be weird. I like to be different. If too many people tell me that they like my shirt, or too many people listen to the same song I'm listening to, I'm gonna automatically hate that song and not like the shirt anymore. That's how much I hate these motherfucking sheep, and I hate normal people. If you're normal, if you resemble normal, I fucking don't like you. You have to be weird. If there's something weird about you, I like you. If you're not, and I'm not saying like a psychopath or whatever, but like if you're a weirdo and you're just like you like the goddamn fucking brush your teeth with your fucking feet or whatever, just some weird shit that's not like sick or whatever, like violent. I like that more. I hate normal people. When I see somebody do something what the society says is normal, that's when that pisses me the fuck off. And I look at them as they look at me when I do something weird. And when I do something weird and they say, oh, it's weird, then I do it even more. I hate fucking normal people. The only time I love normal people is an exception. It's if we're working together. Like let's just say I got something I need to do and I need to go hire somebody to help me make some money. And then he's a normal person. Obviously, I want a person who's gonna fit the description. And if he's normal, I'm gonna be like, okay, because we're doing business. But shit, if we're just like we just walking random and there's nothing I can offer you, you can offer me, and we just like out and about, and you normal, don't come say hi to me because I don't fucking like you. You're too fucking normal. I fucking hate normal people so goddamn much. I'm gonna wear this shirt for the next goddamn 2 motherfucking weeks, nigga. And I dare a motherfucker to say something. I'll laugh, nigga. I want a motherfucker to say something. I'm gonna see how long I can wear this motherfucking shit. Yeah, and I'm gonna be changing my name for all you niggas. Like, I'm gonna be changing my name. It's not gonna be a no fate no more. I'm gonna change it to something else. It might be like, excuse me. I wanted to change my when I first started the name of No Fake. First off, Anofe is my African name. That's the name I got. It's like my African name. If you're born from Africa or like you got because my dad's from Africa, but my mom's from here. But since I'm half African, my on my dad's side they gave me this name, so that's why I use that. But I'm gonna be changing my name to something else. And when I wrote that word Anofe, this the anagram what that word means, I don't like what that means because each word holds a frequency. So this is why you guys got to be careful what name you have. You might want to even change your birth name because a lot of these names they have energy and baggage behind it, and it can cause you to manifest certain situations. So I seen that word Anofe, and I'm getting more, I'm learning more each and every day. So I'm starting to learn how about the whole gematria, numerology. I'm learning more about it, and I didn't like what that name Inofe represented and standard. So I'm gonna be switching that name. And if I can't find a fucking name, I might just make a name with a bunch of letters and a bunch of like symbols. And you guys might not know what the fuck it means, but it's something that matches the energy of what I want my life in this channel to go towards. So if you just see some weird ass gibberish name, then that's because I don't have fucking time to figure out what fucking name I want. And I just need something so it can match this channel so I can push this channel and what I want through my life in a different trajectory because I feel like that Anofe energy was holding me back. So I'm gonna be changing my name. I just got to figure out what name I want to change to. But I will be changing my name real soon. That's why you guys see me change it to this one. It's still a no fake. My channel, like right now, you see a no fake. That's a no fake, but the way it was spelled before, I don't like it. But even this one right here, I'm gonna be switching my name. So I'm just letting you guys know, like, if you guys see name change, that's what it is. I just got to figure out what exactly I want to change my name to. Because me, it's like I don't know. I'm really picky on the things that I choose. So this is why I say I might. Well, whatever. I'm done talking about that shit. It ain't that important. But does anybody got any more questions before I get off this live stream? Just wanted to drop this quick video. If anybody got any questions, then shit. Yeah. But yeah, this is my first day. I haven't smoked nothing, so I'm just chilling right now. Shit. Oh man. I'm glad I don't have weed because when I smoke, it don't make me feel right. But then I can see like I don't have it, like because when I'm not smoking, it makes me feel like there's no reason to live life other than to just um. I have to be busy all the time if I'm not high. Like if I'm not high, I have to be busy at all times. I can't like it's hard for me to have fun if I'm not high. Like, so what's fun for me is staying busy and doing a lot of work. Like me doing these live streams is probably the only thing fun that I can do, not smoking. Like video games and all that other shit, I have to be high to do. Even going to amusement park, like that shit's trash. Um, Everything is just trash in this fucking reality, to be honest. Like it is. So the only thing left for me to do is just work hard and better my life on a physical, mental, and spiritual level. That's why I understand why you see some people that just workaholics is because like there's really if you're not high, at least from my perspective, if you're not high, there's nothing to do but work. What the fuck else there is there to do in this reality but work on yourself if you're not getting high? That's why I say if you're not a drug addict, if you don't do drugs and you're not successful, you're the biggest bum ever. A person who's never smoked or drank alcohol or smoked a cigarette or drugs is worse than a dope head on the street that does drugs. Wait, I'll take. Hold on. A person who has never smoked or drank alcohol or did drugs, who works a 9 to 5 job, and they don't make more than $50,000 a year. Or they're just a regular worker. They don't make 6 figures. They're just a regular at 9 to 5. and they haven't smoked, they're worse than a bum on the street in my perception. Because if you don't do drugs and you never did drugs, you should be a millionaire. You should have fucking all the money. You should be successful as fuck. Not saying you should or you have to, but if you aren't, that just shows to me that you're incompetent. You're a weak spirit and you're dumb as shit. So you're not on my fucking level, because I was on alcohol. I was on weed my whole fucking goddamn life. I even did pills every now and then years ago. But shit, I'm still doing better than these motherfuckers out here. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 since 2013, and that was only for 2 weeks. I worked a 9 to 5. It was the construction at a temp agency, and for 2 fucking weeks. That was the last time. Ever since then, I've been doing. I don't do this no more. But after that, I was just scamming and stealing and doing my shit. Now I actually do my shit legitimate. I still shoplift from time to time, but the only reason, well, not time to time, I shoplift because I don't fucking feel like paying for shit that I don't need to pay for. If I can steal something and not pay for it and get away with it, then I'm gonna motherfucking take it. I don't give a fuck if I'm a billionaire. I can have $1 million in my motherfucker. I can have $10 million in my bank account. I still go and shoplift from a motherfucking store. I can have an unlimited black card. I will still shoplift from a motherfucking store. You know why? Because I don't want to give my money to this fucking system. Because fuck this system. Unless this system's gonna give me something that I think is worth it, then I'll go and give the money. If I was gonna go buy a Lamborghini Urus, if I was gonna go buy a motherfucking mansion and throw me a mansion party, if I was gonna buy me motherfucking gold or something to invest to get money, then I would give my money to the system. But if I'm gonna go buy some cheap ass piece of shit, goddamn cheap ass planned obsolescent crap, which is 99% of the shit in this matrix, then if I can steal it, I'm a motherfucking steal it straight up. Give a fuck you mean, nigga. Like, I'm supposed to sit there, and that's why they better lock everything up. They say, oh, we're going to start locking stuff up. And because in this one store in San Francisco, I guess they locked up everything in the Target. And then the first thing in my mind was, you better start locking it up, Target. You better start locking it up, because as long as you don't lock it up, there's going to be people like me that are going to steal. Sometimes I go into a store and you guys see me piss on the store. I'll just fucking just get my hand and just swipe the whole shelf. Once it was the glass bottles, I went down a whole shelf. I was with my friends. I just swiped the whole glass bottle because I fucking hate these corporations, nigga. Fuck all of them, nigga. Fuck this system, nigga. Give a fuck about this shit. You can have somebody and they say, oh, well, the workers got to clean. Nigga, fuck the workers. The workers are part of the problem. If somebody came and murdered my family member and somebody helped them, I want both of them in jail. So if you're helping this corporation, nigga, fuck you too, nigga. Clean up the mess for it. You have to pay for the broken dishes, bitch ass nigga. Shit's crazy. This world ain't shit. I'm shit. I'm worse some. When I say the world ain't shit, I'm not saying like, because people say, oh, you say the world ain't shit, but you live in the world. The world ain't shit, but from my perspective, I am the shit. So therefore, good things can still happen to me, and I can still be in the world full of shit. It just, when I'm in that reality, it don't happen to me. So that's how I see it. This world ain't shit, and the reason I have to say this, because you don't want to say certain things that program your reality. So I'm saying this because I am this shit. I'm not saying this because I'm not part of this fucking world. It's not me. I hate people say, oh, well, you're part of the world. Everything is your bitch. Everything isn't me. I don't want to do everything. I don't want to be everything. I don't want to know everything. And I don't want to do everything. That's why this shit be like baffling me. A lot of people be just on some dumb shit. They don't know anything. That's why I say this whole fake woke spirituality is going to expose itself. Fake woke spirituality will expose itself. All these stupid ass, old, hairy, gray hair, cat lady bitches that were promoting fake spirituality. Oh my goodness, it's love and light, love and light. Oh, it was believable at first, bitch. 2016, 2015, bitch. It was believable at first, but over time, I see these bitches' channel. They get older and older, more bitter and angry, and the Karen and the bitterness within them, it can't contain themselves. So even though they speak it all love and light, you can see it in their eyes and their face that they angry, they bitter, and they Karened out. They Karened out. They know they're a Karen, but they're trying to use spirituality so they can try to fight so they can try to heal their bitterness and Karenness inside them. So what they do is they use spirituality to do it, but some of these bitches is so hard they can't fight that urge to be a fucking Karen. So they just use this fake spirituality, and you can see it, and they be all promoting like they all about it. But you know, within the way they talk and the mannerisms, that these bitches is just really fucking bitter and angry, and they're trying to use this shit. You can see it. Fake spirituality, it exposes itself, because one thing that will expose everything is time. You can fool somebody at the moment, but over time, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Or not even the same thing with these bitches. It's actually different, because they'll try to act fake, but they still do act fake, but then it shows in their face. Because when you're trying to hold in, like if you're really depressed and angry on the inside, you can smile, but the smile is gonna look crazy. You know those people that smile, they like, and it looks kind of sinister. That's because they're angry and they're evil within, but they're trying to smile and put a positive emotion, but that's not how they truly feel. So it comes off as weird. That's how they like, when you see somebody, they smile or they'll like laugh, and it's not, you just say it's not genuine. That's because they angry on the inside. They bitter. And since their astrology chart, their natal chart is so fucked up, it makes them like they may have a sun opposed a moon. So they may feel like being a bitch, but they act like a nice person. Me, my shit don't do that. So that's why if I feel a certain way, I'll be like, fuck you, bitch. And if it's too bad where I feel like I gotta say something, then I don't even join that. I don't even put myself in that energy. Like if I know I'm gonna be around people and they're gonna say the wrong thing to me, that's gonna have me go and get a knife and stab them in the fucking throat while they going to go pick up their daughter from soccer camp. If they're gonna do something that's gonna incite that type of anger in me, then I know for a fucking fact that I'm not gonna be around that person, because I'll lose my mind if they say the wrong thing, and I'll go get my motherfucking blade and I'll fucking slice them and make them look like a Joker mask. So I know not to hang around certain type of people, because I am capable of doing that shit like that. And I'm not saying I've done that, but I've done shit where I regret doing, and I had got in trouble for it. So that's why I just stay around. Like, this is why it's good to kick it with the nerds and the geeks and the people. That's something I always kicked it with people like that in high school. People say, oh, why you kick it with the nerds? Why you kick it with the people? Why don't you kick it? Bitch, because I fucking like, first of all, I like hanging out with weird people. And second, people look at me and they think I'm supposed to be some type of nigga in the hood that's supposed to act like this and talk like this. And then they'll sit there and think, oh, he ain't like that. And then they'll see me do something else, and then they'll be confused. They'll be, oh, why did you go and do this? I thought you soft. But then I don't act like this. So like they're confused, because like you guys see me and shit. A lot of you can think like, oh, Anofe he's tough, he's OG. But it's like I'm not even like that, because in my real life, most people probably see me do things that's like, oh, that's not tough. But then they'll see me do this, that's tough. And then they think it's like, oh, you're acting fake. It's like, no, I'm not acting fake, bitch. I'm being me. Your stupid ass thinks that I'm supposed to be something, and then you confused about it, bitch. Not fucking me, nigga. That's why I hate fucking normal people, because they watch too much fucking MTV goddamn V and too much VH damn one, trying to think that I'm supposed to be who I'm supposed to be. That's one thing that's hard about being a black person, because as a black person, if you act too nice, people say, oh, you ain't black, you soft, you tough, you this. But then the moment you raise your voice a little bit, then you like a hood nigga. Like I said this in my last video. I said, you could be a nigga, and I could be in the middle of a post office, and people are waiting to get their fucking mail delivered. And I could just start getting angry and riled up. Hurry up and deliver my mail. People are going to be more scared than if I was a white dude, same structure, same size, everything. They'll be more scared. So that's what I'm saying. So if it's niggas, it's either the niggas is out to get you or the fucking crackers is out to get you. They say, oh, it's racism. You're stereotyping. It's not, you don't want to stereotype black people. That's what black people will say. But then I've been by black people, and they will look at me and act like a white person would act, as like I'm going to do something to them. Niggas in a hood. I'll walk through a hood. They'll come up and be, or what set you from? I don't bang. Why would you ask me? If I was some white kid, you wouldn't ask me that shit. But then if it was a white cop asking me what set I bang, is racist. But then a black person can come ask me what set I bang. You expect a white person to look at a black person and not have no racism in them, but then you, a black person, look at me with racism. But it's not racism because you may say, "Oh, I'm black, so I can do it." So what set you from? What made you want to walk up to me and say what set I'm from? But you wouldn't say that to an old lady. What set you from? So you assume I'm from a set, but you don't assume she's from a set. But then you get mad when a cop comes to me and asks me, "Am I in a gang?" and say that's racist and stereotyping, nigga. But you do it every day. But you can do it, but they can't do it. That don't make sense. Because if you could do it, that means they can do it because you're able to do it and you're doing it for a reason. So that means they're able to do it and they may have the same reason you're doing it. Because they want to say if we're in a gang because they think these races are in gangs, nigga. It's crazy. Shit is nuts. But like I said, guys, like I'm just getting my shit right, getting my energy up. I feel so fortunate. I don't want to say blessed because ain't nothing blessed me, ain't nothing helped. Well, I won't say nothing helped me. I say my parents, they did help me. But besides my parents, ain't nobody fucking help me in goddamn life. Ain't no fucking, I don't know. First, I helped myself because I came down here. I'm the one who chose to come down here and I came down here. So I helped myself. That's for number one. Then I'll say parents and that's it. I hate when you see these motherfuckers act like, oh, you need to be thankful and grateful, have gratitude. Yeah, have gratitude for the people that helped you. Have gratitude for yourself. That's what it means. Have gratitude for yourself and have gratitude for if you're hungry and some dude came up to you and gave you some money. Yeah, have gratitude for that man for helping you. If you fucking were on the ground because you tripped and somebody picked you up, somebody helped you. That's somebody you have gratitude for because you failed. Somebody helped you. You recognize that help and you can know who that person who helped you is. Some of you dumb niggas be sitting here, nothing helped you, but you be thinking something outside yourself. Bitch, that was you. Anytime something good happens to you and there's nobody in the physical world that you can point that to, then you think yourself. You don't think some fake ass, stupid fucking Jewish God. Who the fuck is that piece of shit? Talking about, oh, I'm grateful that the universe gave me abundance. Bitch, the universe could have gave you abundance yesterday. Why'd that bitch have to give it to you today? Bitch needs to get his timing right. It could have gave me that shit yesterday or 2 years ago, but it waited all these years for me to get it right fucking now. And when it gave it to you, it wasn't even everything you motherfucking wanted. So you gotta thank some universe? No, I ain't thinking shit. First of all, it ain't even no universe who did that, so that doesn't even make sense. If you created a situation and something good happened, that means it's gonna happen just for you based upon the energy you put out. So when you get something back, it's based on what you put out. You can't expect to go out and accomplish success and just stare at a wall all day. But then if you become a bum from staring at a wall all day, people call you a fucking oh, you need to take responsibility and for your actions. But then if I went and worked my ass off and became a trillionaire and invented all this shit, I'm supposed to thank some God. But then why can't I thank God for or blame God for making me sit on my ass all day? That's what I'm saying. These niggas is stupid as fuck. This shit is crazy. Excuse me. Damn, see, and like I noticed like the time is going a little bit more slower. I noticed like I'm not saying it's going by slow, but I know it's going by slow. Probably this is the first day I haven't smoked in a while, so it's kind of going by slow. But I don't know. I noticed that shit. It's going by a little bit slower now. Now that I don't have shit to do, and it's like Jupiter just went into Taurus today, so I hate Taurus energy. Because I have a lot of Aquarius, so it squares a lot of my shit. So I don't like this fucking Jupiter and Taurus. I fucking don't like this energy. But this energy, this is why I'm quitting weed, because when Jupiter is squaring my signs, this is a time for me to give up something. So this is, and if I give it up, by the time Jupiter gets out of Taurus, I should be somebody way better. So I'm going by the astrology. So this goes to my placement. Like a lot of you guys, find out your natal chart and what's in and what sign you have Jupiter in and what house I mean you have it in. Then you'll be able to see how this shit will help you and play out. But today Jupiter goes into Taurus, and it's yeah. It's not like I say it's a bad sign. It's just me personally on my chart. I don't like Taurus energy. It's not the worst energy. The worst energy I don't like is Sag energy. I fucking hate Sag energy. And when I say I hate Sag energy, I'm not saying that you guys should go and hate it. I'm just saying for me, it doesn't align right for me. Like that one, what's that one nigga's name? That one faggot dumpster diver that was from Australia. That nigga's a Sagittarius. Every Sagittarius I meet, except for one, and the only reason is probably because he has a different moon and ascendant in his chart. But every Sagittarius I meet, I don't fucking like. I really don't like. And yeah, I don't hang around. If I know you're a Sagittarius, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna judge you. Like if I'm cool with somebody and I find out they Sagittarius, I'm gonna be cool with them. But if I'm not cool with you and I don't know you and I find out you're a Sagittarius before I know you, I'm not talking to you unless there's some money or there's some type of important business that we need to be doing and it manifests that we need to work together. Other than that, I can't fuck with no Sagittarius because I don't like that energy at all. Yeah. This shit's crazy though. Yeah, I said this video was gonna be a quick live, but shit. I just had to say some shit, man. I just had to say some shit. Yeah, I don't even give a fuck what the fuck I like. I'm just saying whatever the fuck I feel like. If anybody gets offended or you don't like the video, I really don't give a fuck anymore. Like I'm tired of putting on a fake ass facade for this shit. I don't give a shit about this shit no more, to be honest. Like I really don't give a fuck because I noticed that in life, the more you care about something, the more you don't get what you're trying to accomplish. And I'm not talking about with everything. I'm talking about certain things. Like when you care for shit that's not important, then you manifest dumb shit. I was caring for stupid shit that wasn't important. And I was manifesting dumb shit. I don't give a fuck now, like, to be honest. But if anybody want any more questions, I think I'm gonna just end this live. Yeah, shit's crazy. Damn, nobody got no questions, so I think I might just end this shit. I don't got nothing else. I got some things I want to say, but I want to say that for another live stream where I'm gonna invite people in. I'll probably do that later this week. I'll make a live stream. I'll invite people in, and then we do another Q&A. Because I got a lot of things I want to just say, but I'm the only channel on here that be saying different shit. Every time you guys see me from every year, 6 months ago, I don't be on the same shit. I be on something different. All these other stupid niggas say the same thing over and over. But I'm not blaming no one because, like I said, YouTube is the new television. So all these dumbasses talking about, oh, I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. I watch, bitch, everything is fucking programmed. If you don't watch Nick Jr. and Cartoon Network, then you're watching some fake woke stupid shit. For the most part, there's very few people speaking real shit. So everything is programmed out here. To be honest, television was less programming than social media is. This is why people are more retarded nowadays. People are more retarded. Like, just think about it. You go out in public. We have all this information. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has access to the web. But why is it when you walk outside, the average person is dumber than they were just 10, 15 years ago? They're dumber. And if you want to say, no, they're not because they know information and knowledge, Well, that all that's proving is information and knowledge ain't shit. Because if everybody has information and knowledge, and what the fuck is it doing? And I'm not saying information knowledge ain't shit. It's just that's proof that it's not shit, which I won't say it is, or just because you have knowledge and information, that don't mean nothing. You could have, it's just like you can have an Xbox One and it has a CPU and it has all the chips to run the fucking game, but it don't work. So what the fuck is the point of it? Niggas got all this knowledge, but it don't work. Because look at the world. The world don't working. The world's not working. The world's fucking broken and shit. I remember I was like fucking walking outside and there's some construction workers on the roof talking about Biden's laptop and shit. And in my mind, I was like, this is what these Masons do. These Masons create all these programs because what they have to do is they have to create television, mainstream news, and all these avenues of information so people have something to talk about at the dinner table and at work and at the restaurant or on the bus. They need to have that, because if people don't have nothing to talk about, then that's when people start talking about real shit. So they have to have people talk about stupid shit. So this is why they have Hillary Clinton, and she fucking her emails, and Obama just fucking sent some spam to Joe Biden, and they were watching child porn and jacking off in a fucking goddamn lake together. Like, they all sit there and watch this shit, this dumb shit that gets put, and then now they have something to talk about. And then it makes the Matrix, because when you go outside and you talk to somebody, you say, "What's up?" And then they say, "What's up?" They're gonna say something, and whatever that comes out their mouth, 99% of people is something that the Matrix programmed them to talk about. Whether it be the weather, whether it be sports, whether it be fucking Joe Biden laptop or Obama and Hunter Biden watching child porn together or some fucking shit. They're gonna talk about something, and that something is what the Masons has programmed them, so they have something to talk about. Because if they don't have nothing to talk about, then you have nothing else to talk about but some real shit. So this is why I have to have news. Because you guys say, "Oh, the news is fake." I don't watch the news. Why do they keep showing the news? Everybody knows it's fake. It's not about that. There's a lot of people out here who know the news is fake, but they still watch the news just to debunk it. But the thing is, there's nothing to debunk. It's just like you going out to go and debunk that fucking movie, going out to go debunk a movie. Oh, I'm going to go debunk Beowulf and tell you guys that fucking big ogre monsters don't exist. You can't debunk that shit because it's a fucking movie. How are you going to debunk the news if it's fake, bitch? Fuck is it? It was good. Yep, it was good. But it's like, how can you debunk that? That's why, like I said, nobody has their own mind. Everybody is a program. Nobody has their own mind. Your mind doesn't belong to you at this point unless you do the work to get it back, which most people haven't. I don't even think some people can, to be honest. But like I said, like, you don't own shit. Even like, for example, another thing, you'll hear people talking about the government says that you won't own anything and you'll be happy. I'm sure you guys heard that saying. You won't own anything and be happy. You won't own anything and be happy. Bitch, when was the last time I owned anything? You don't own your house. You don't own your car. You don't own your fucking clothes. Try getting locked up in county. You can't wear your clothes in the fucking public housing, the unit. You don't own shit, you stupid fucking retard. What the fuck is rent? What's mortgage? What's taxes? Try not paying taxes. You won't even, your body doesn't even belong to you if you don't pay taxes, you stupid fucking retard. People are so dumb. Oh my goodness. And I'm not angry. I'm just fucking acting like this. You guys know how I am. But this shit's fucking hilarious. Like, you don't own nothing, you idiot. What the fuck? You think you own something because you pay taxes every year? You think you own your car, but you got to pay registration. And if you don't pay registration and you park that car on the street, they can tow that car and call the police if you try to get buck with them. When the fuck do you own that? Is that owning? That's not owning, bitch. You don't own nothing. And fucking, first of all, who the fuck said you can't ever own anything? Who said you can ever own it? That whole concept of owning land, who said that? Whoever owns the land is whoever got the biggest gun and whoever got the biggest mind that can come and take that fucking shit. Just like the government did. The natives, they took our land. They didn't take your land. You guys weren't doing shit with the land. So they came and started building on the land, and then the other natives, what happened was they started joining. Because think about it, if somebody has some technology and you didn't have technology, you're gonna be interested. Oh, I want to use their technology. So some fucking people came, took and started building on the land, and then some of the natives came and wanted to join what these people were doing, the technology and their systems. And then over time, that's what happened. And then as they got more powerful, they start using their power to be corrupt. And then that's when it became in a negative aspect as the government you see in control. At first, it started off as, because think about it, if we're in the beginning, if we're at a certain stage upon this reality and there's no technology, everybody's living like caveman and everybody's an idiot, nobody knows how to speak languages. If somebody comes and builds language and buildings, in the beginning, that might be good to help it structure everything. But then over time, with that power they have, they start manipulating it and controlling. So this is what my theory on what happened based upon my evidence and correspondence and what I've been getting messagely. This is what happened. So nothing is like, it wasn't like they really said it was. I'm not saying people weren't killed and shit and like they didn't do nothing wrong. I'm not saying that. But what you guys think is not real. Like a lot of the shit, a lot of like in the beginning, a lot of the natives that they were actually acquiescing and going along. They liked the new system. But this was before it got corrupt. And by the time it got corrupt, then that's when it got out of hand. And then now that's what it is today. But the thing is, we can get it back to what it was before. Especially now because we have everything. We're not cavemen. We have language. We have the ability. We got the knowledge so we can actually do our own shit. The process of making food, eating it, and letting it sit in your stomach feels like such a hassle. Not if you a fat ass. That shit's like a blessing in disguise. That just shows you're getting your energy up. That's all that means. You're getting your energy up. Because it's starting to feel like a burden. That shit's crazy, man. Like... Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Yeah, but like I was saying, guys, shit's getting out of hand, man. Like I'm just making a video just to rant and shit. This video really ain't nothing too special. Well, at the end of the day, it is. Every fucking video I make is special. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's certain programming that I still gotta like remove because I be saying certain shit, but the reason I be saying it is based on programming, like what I just said right now. This video ain't nothing special. Like, you know how when people say that, like they try to demean what they have got going on. Like, oh, it's not that big a deal. Yes, it is a big deal. This is probably the best video I fucking make. Every video is the best video I make. That's how you gotta be right now in these times. Fuck all that humbleness, stupid shit, or talking just to talk. Like they have you programmed to talk dumb shit. Like they'll say, oh, don't judge a book by its cover. That's Masonic thinking. Anytime you hear sayings like don't judge a book by its cover, or you only live once, or just you hear these stupid sayings. All of these fucking sayings are just Masonic programmings that don't exist. They don't make sense. I'm not saying they're wrong, but they're not. Like sometimes you need to judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you don't need to judge a book by its cover. You just got to depend on the scenario and the situation. Because if you want to talk about don't judge a book by its cover, then bitch, if you're dealing with an occultist or a magician, then You better judge a book. You better not judge a book by its cover. You feel me? Because they may have a good looking book because they did some witchcraft. You stupid fuck. So you got to just use your own common sense. Anytime, I'm gonna make it easy for you guys. Anytime you pretty much see or you hear something that's so mainstream and status quo that everybody's saying it, everybody's doing it, you need to do your research. First of all, don't do what they're telling you and do your research about it. Like if everybody's all of a sudden watching this movie and it's so popular or everybody's saying this thing, then there's some Masonic witchcraft behind that. And I advise you not even dabble in that shit. This is why I don't like normal people, because normal people are the portal to bullshit. Anytime, like me, somebody may tell me something like everything that I witness in my reality, I go on the basis of if too many people are talking about it. So if too many people are talking about something, then I know it's a program. It's a witchcraft that the Masons put out there, because anything that's real, people aren't gonna talk about, because the Masons don't want that. So they're going to do everything they can to not make people talk about it. So when you see everybody talking about this thing, or everybody watching this movie in theaters, or everybody going to go do this, that means it's been vouched and verified by these fucking Masons. And you need to do your research and stay away from that shit until you do your research about what the fuck it is, whether it be food or movies or anything. Because they got this shit to a point where you pretty much can see, because the time we're in right now, they pretty much expose themselves. They can't, the astrology has exposed them. So everything they do, you can see the ulterior motive behind it. And they know this. The government, they know this. So right now, their only hoping is that people are so stupid to just go. They're hoping right now is people just listen to them on just the whim. Like hopefully people just listen. They're just hoping at this point. They're not like really doing their shit with the confidence they were doing before, because they know people are waking up. So at this point, the only power they have is to get people to believe stupid shit. That's the only power the government has right now, is to get the people to believe. The only reason the government has power is what? The people believe the government's powerful. Okay? So if that's the only thing that's making them powerful, that means the only power that government have is to make the people believe something. Once the people stop believing and know their shit, which is it's increasing because more people waking up. But as you see it increasing, you see how the system is changing. It's collapsing. It's not collapsing like it's breaking down. It's collapsing because they're changing it, because they're scared. Because they're like, oh, people are waking up, so we got to change. Because if you guys don't wake up within the next 10, 15 years, it's going to be back how it was 20 years ago. And we're going to have to wait again, because once they get the metaverse and everything all sewed up, and this whole is AI and tech, then it's going to be a time where they're going to have their power again, and then it's going to be kind of too late. That's why it's the time right now to really do it, while this shit's going. Golden JG says some people could take a look at a cover and know the whole story instantly. Exactly. That's what the cover is for, to give you a glimpse of the energy. I'm not saying every time you got to look at the cover and judge it, but you should more times than not. Human photosynthesis, electromagnetic consumption. What's good with it? Yep, everything's good, man. Everything's good. I'm just shit. Everything's normal. These bots out here just shit, man. You know how they be doing that shit, making you want to fucking just get a knife and just chop somebody's body parts in half or something. You know you can't do that, because we ain't trying to fucking get ourselves into negative energy. But everything is good though. Yeah. Yeah, but you just gotta understand, like a lot of people out here, they hurting, but people express it differently. Like everybody expresses their pain differently. But at the end of the day, most people are just in pain. They angry, and they just going through shit. But at the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck at this point because into 2023, there's no sympathy really for people because you got to look at it like this. Every year from here on out, you have to start being more harder on people because you can't forget that we didn't live through 2020, 2021, 2019, 2018. You can't pretend like we didn't live through that. Just like you lived through those times, those people lived through those times. And they had all the time in the world to study, to do research. How are you a 40-year-old grown-ass man and you don't know anything what I'm saying? The Jay Bass dude, he's probably in his 20s. And he knows more than some 40-year-olds out here. I have no fucking respect for if you 40 years old and you don't know goddamn thing about anything. That's a fucking that's stupid. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't even exist. Where the fuck have you been, nigga? The last 20 years of your life. Biting your toenails and jacking off with your fucking pinky or some shit? These niggas is stupid. And they have the audacity to have something to say. They have the audacity to have something to say or to complain about something. And then the shit they complain about is crumbs. Oh, we need to get $15 minimum. Remember when everybody was complaining about minimum wage not being $15? Now I'm in California. Minimum wage is like fucking $19. It's like damn near $20. You can't go anywhere and not get paid at least $18, $17 for some work. People still fucking bitching and complaining. So at my point is like, what were you complaining about $15? You should have just pretty much your argument should have been make everything free or make minimum wage $100 an hour and get it like that, or tell them to change the system so it's not fucked up. You can survive economically, not fucking fight for $15 and then they give you 15. Now you complain, oh, now they're doing inflation, and then watch, they're gonna fix inflation, and then you complain, oh, the products aren't good no more. How about you just make your own fucking system? Or you don't have to. Just shut the fuck up and stop complaining. And watch your kids suffer generation after generation. The way I look at it, maybe like metaverse and shit is not really a bad thing for most people. Most of these sheep, they need metaverse. Most of these sheep need. Hold on, I got a phone call. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, shit. My bad, I had a phone call. But shit, I forgot what I was saying. But it's just crazy. Shit, man. Whew, man, it's hot up in here. But it's crazy. Like people be complaining and shit about all this stuff, and it's like the only thing they complain about is crumbs. That's all they complain about is motherfucking crumbs. They don't complain about actually trying to take over the system or and make it where we can live in a way where we're not feeding this beast energetically. They're not on that level. They just want crime. Just like this whole stupid nigger community with they fucking bullshit reparations and shit. Nigga, reparations ain't shit, dumbass, because first of all, they created the money. All they have to do is, let's just say they give black people $1 million each for reparations. Who's to say they don't just crash the money? And who's to say that's even like worth anything? They could just go and print the fucking money. The only reason they don't just give black people money is not because they don't have the money, dumbass. The reason they don't just give black people money, because if they give black people all that fucking money, then that means black people aren't going to be working in this country. So therefore, it's going to make this country start sinking into a third world nation, because that's a large portion of black people not going to be working. Black people already don't like fucking working, so why the fuck would we work after we have $1 million, dummy? So it's gonna fuck up the damn system. That's why they don't have this. That's why they do that. That shit's crazy. Damn, it's fucking hot up in this bitch. Ooh. Yeah, my internet might be fucking up because I'm kind of like walking around. I'm on my iPad right now, so I'm just going in the shade right now. But if anybody got any more questions, because I'm about to head out in a minute, I gotta go drop some shit off. That's what that phone call was. I gotta go do something, but I got a little bit more time left. I got about like 15 more minutes, then I'll go start heading down there. Yeah. And one thing you guys need to always do when you're engaging with individuals or when you're out and about, you need to you need to have your emotions in check. Because if you go out and you engage and you're feeling, if you go out and put yourself in this reality and on an internal level you don't feel confident, but externally you're portraying confidence, you're gonna manifest because your feelings manifest. It's internal. That's the yin. The external is the action, is the yang. So when you do out here doing, you're trying to act confident, but you don't feel confident. You're gonna manifest a situation where it it doesn't play out in your favor. Some awkward shit happens, and then that facade you were doing, it starts breaking down, and you start feeling. So that's why you guys have to have your emotion in check. Because I noticed like when I'll go discern when I'll be like, for example, like I'll be in a confident mood, or I'll be in an angry mood, or I'll be in a mood where I'm like I'm really focusing on my shit, and I'll just go up to somebody and I'll be like, and they'll treat me differently based on if I'm nervous or if I'm scared, and I go up to that person, then I notice that their mannerisms are different. So this tells me these are weak people, because anybody who's a strong magician, it doesn't matter how you act. Like if somebody comes at me and tries to act, that witchcraft won't work on me, because if somebody comes up to me and I can look within them and see the confident, I can still break them apart, because I could break them apart spiritually. And since they're not spiritual, I can still see through that facade. So like it does, that shit don't work on a fucking like a magician like me. It only works on like the stupid sheep. So like if you go up to me trying to feel a certain way, I'll know you're doing that, and then therefore I know how to attack you. And I won't attack you physically. I'll attack you spiritually, and then it's gonna play out in your life where you're gonna get attacked, but it's not gonna have nothing to do with me, like something else. You see what I'm saying? It's all correlated. That's why it always depends on how you feel. This is what they call spiritual warfare. What I'm talking about now, this is spiritual warfare. All those other dumbass niggas talk about, oh, spiritual warfare. No, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This is what I'm talking about, is spiritual warfare. Energy, feelings. Your feelings and your thoughts are a weapon. If you can force yourself to feel like every single time when I found money on the ground, I notice I'm always feeling a certain way when I find money on the ground, or when like certain good luck happens to me. I notice like I'll be doing certain things, and then because every time you guys have good luck or something good happens to you, what you guys got to do is remember what you were doing so you can have that happen again. That's why like that shit doesn't happen to you, because whatever you did to have it happen, you don't do it that much. So you don't, good things don't happen to you like that every now and then. But then the shit that's negative, you do it all the time. That's why you guys say, oh, they're gang stalking me, and you guys say you have bad luck. That's all gang. Pretty much when people say they're getting gang stalked, that's pretty much another code word for bad luck. That's all it is. That's all people are saying when they talk about gang stalking, is I got bad luck. That's it. See, I break it down easy. Everything you can break down to where a 3-year-old can understand. Anybody that can't break it down to that magnitude, then they don't really know what they're talking about, or they're just trying to sound smart. It's good. Somebody said they're quitting weed. That's what's up. I quit yesterday, and I'm done with that shit. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm through. That shit, like, it's not even a point where, because what it was is that even when I was smoking, I didn't even really enjoy it, so it was like a waste of money. So this is why, like, I can't smoke. Like, I actually feel better not smoking, but at the same time, I feel like empty. But this is only gonna last for a day or two. After a day or two, it'll go back to normal, like, because it's weird. But it's always the first 2 days of quitting that are hard. After that, it's straight for me. Okay, J Vaz said, "Do you think the human body or biology is going to change since time is speeding up, like people getting lack of sleep and eating lesser?" That's already what's going on. Like, the people are going to be eating less. Pretty soon, people may not even sleep. Like, at this point, don't put it past yourself that in the next few years, there's not going to be people who aren't going to need to sleep and eat no more. What you know is that what you know about the human body is going to change within the next few years, especially when Neptune gets out of Pisces and goes into Aries. Once Neptune goes into Aries, then that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of change. That's going to happen, I say, in a couple. I think 2026 is when Neptune goes into Aries. So that's like around the corner, because these years are going to start feeling like months. Like I said, the time, everything is going to change. They already said by the end of this year, this is going to be the last daylight savings. So they already anticipate something's going to happen where they don't need daylight savings no more. And they talk about 4-day work week. This is all correlated because time's going to be going at a different rate. And there's nothing, like, the only reason everybody thinks this is a big deal is because this system has enslaved us. So you having to wake up, go to work, and do this. That's why you think time is a big deal. If we were living in a free society and we had our sovereignty, we wouldn't be making this a big deal at all. It's just only a big deal because we live in such a corrupt, enslaving society, and we got to meet deadlines and appointments, and we got to be here and there and shit. All that shit is built for the Matrix. Because really, all time is just time is just man tracking the distance of an object and the distance and movement of an object within space. That's all time is. That's what time was. So man created time. So all that you saying time speeding up, it's the frequencies raising, and anything made by man is being fucking torn down. So man created time. Man created a clock. Universe didn't create no clock. This is why you see it going faster, because that's not natural. Anything that's natural doesn't change, stays the fucking same. Even if it looks like it changed, the energy that makes it, that's the same still. Time, that's disappearing, going away. So that shows you it's created by man, not by the natural occurrence. But that's really all time is. The tracking of an object within time and within space. The tracking of an object within space of its movement. Like, for how long does it take from point A from point B? That tracking of that object from point A to point B, that's time. They created a tool called time to track how long it takes. That's it. It's not nothing else. What you feel like, you feel time is speeding up, that's the spiritual energies. You're feeling spiritual energy, and it's tearing down everything that is correlated to man's creation, like time. It's making it seem weird because man created it. Human didn't create it. Or God, or the universe, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the energy. I don't like to call it anything. I don't like to call it God. I hate that word God. I hate that word universe. I call it the energies, because that's all it really is at the end of the day. It's just energy. Because all these fucking words got baggage to it. to be honest. Even it'll come to a point where even if we did, if we took over our own system and had our own system, we will need to have a new language. We couldn't use this language. This language is cursed. So it's not like we can keep speaking English. Like if we had our own system, we'll have to create a new language. And there's certain ways you go about creating the language. You don't just create a language. Like a lot of you guys think they create the language just by making up words. That's not what it is. They do a lot of shit with astrology and then the stars and then the moon and different alignments and houses. It's a lot of shit that they do within the physical reality using the stars, the moon, and different alignments and mathematics on different regions to create certain things. Like they'll do a certain mathematic under a certain zodiac house or whatever, and then it has a certain symbol, and then they translate that symbol to a word, and then that word means that's how they create it. And they do this shit with everything. How they design the streets, how they design the cities, how they design everything is based on this astrology and like the stars and everything. Shit gets really deep. They don't just create cities and language just because, like, you think somebody created this city and this world just based upon like you have Sim City or you make a video game, you just put things. No, everything is put. Every city hall within this matrix is put on a certain ley line. Every fucking library, every street corner, every name of every street means something. Everything isn't just put here. The witchcraft gets that fucking deep. It gets that deep. Like, you niggas don't understand how deep this shit gets. That's why I say, like, if people don't wake the fuck up, pretty much this world is doomed. Because if you got people that are operating on such an incompetent level, and then you got these people who run this world operating on that level, then you see why ain't nothing changed and why it looks like the evil guy is always winning. Because even though they're so-called evil, the thing is they're in alignment with the energy. And that's what the energy's like. If you're in alignment with the energy, you're gonna win. So you can be a dickhead and drink baby blood, but if you're in alignment with the energies and the people aren't, then the people are gonna get the worst punishment. It's fucked up, but that's how it is. And if you don't believe me, look at the world right now. This shit's been going on for thousands of years. People be getting tortured, killed, slavery, having to work. You think 9-to-5 jobs were just invented within the last 100 years? This shit's been going on for thousands of years. It just looked different, but it's still been the same shit. They've been running this shit for thousands of years. That's why I say this shit needs to be done. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to create a situation where people think that they don't rule the world no more, but they really do. Like they're trying to make a situation where you think that the government collapsed. Like, this is why they're trying to promote the system's falling and it's collapsed, when reality is not collapsing, it's updating. The system is updating. And if you don't believe me, watch the next 5 years, 10 years, to the day you die. You always got to see some type of government, some type of control, restriction. I guarantee you. That's unless somebody wakes the fuck up and we get onto this true knowledge. But if nobody does anything, just like right now, I remember back in 2016, people said that in 2020, 2021, 2022, the world was going to collapse. And I literally remember, if you go back to 2017, you'll see videos. 2023, the world's going to end. 2023, governments are going to collapse. This is going to be, there's not going to be all that. What happened? And I'm not saying nothing bad is going to happen, but at this point, people better be worried if the government's going to do depopulation, and your ass is going to get got. Because if anything happens, one thing I got to understand, if there's anything that does happen, such as a food shortage, economic collapse, or there's a lot of people die from a disease, any of that happens, that's because the government implemented depopulation tactics. Anytime we're at a time where the people aren't producing and their system isn't running efficiently, they have to implement depopulation. Right now, this is what the whole pandemic was about. The pandemic was not about something floating. It was about them implementing depopulation based upon the energies that we're in, because the way their system is designed to run a certain way. And if it's not allowed to run that way, the only reason for that is because of the people. So this is why they have to depopulate certain people. And they always do this. They do this through medication. They do this through putting stuff in the food and all this stuff. They have to implement that. And then as they implement that, then you're gonna see like different things, like the whole. Remember when they were giving everybody this? That was a depopulation, because they know a lot of people are this frequency and this energy, and they're scared of this energy kind of because they know a lot of people. Like when I say they're scared of this energy, they're not. They're scared because we're not going to need to be dependent. Imagine people who don't need to eat, people who don't get cold, people who don't have the ability to get tired. They don't have control over those people no more. So those people are free from the system by default. So that's what they scared about, because they're not going to be able to enslave they're going to have people that get enslaved, but like they're this is why they're switching everything up. I'm gonna answer some. I'm gonna look through some of these questions. Okay, Jay said when you said that time was speeding up, is forcing everyone to get their steps together. You're so right, because I can't even be lazy or not work. Yeah, you can't. And if you do, like, it's good that you say you can't even be lazy and not work on life goals. That's good. That's good, because if you decided to still work on your goals, or not work on your goals and just still be like in the same energy, then the universe will start kicking your ass. This is why you're seeing the crime rate increase. You're seeing people go through more mental illness. You see people more unsatisfied within this matrix and shit. Everyone's getting laid off. A lot of the reasons, because we're in Saturn's in Pisces right now. Pisces opposes Virgo. So Pisces opposes Virgo. So Saturn's in Pisces. So this is why you're seeing a lot of people getting laid off, because Virgo is work, Virgo is health, Virgo is earth and discipline and routine. People in Virgo like to do things over and over again, and they like the structured routine, but in a good way. So we're in Pisces. So reality is not focused on. This is why everyone's getting laid off. This is why everyone's a fat fuck. No one really cares about they mental health or any type of. No one cares about. Everybody's in their delusions. Pisces have delusions. They're like what some people say, they're like psychotic, or they can be delusional on the low end. And I'm speaking the low end because there's a positive and low end. But the reason I'm speaking low end is because most people are low end. So you have to look at reality, because in Saturn's in Pisces, Saturn rules reality and how we see it. And if it's in Pisces and most people in reality are low end, so it only makes sense to talk about low end, the low end spectrum of it. So everybody's in their illusion. This is why right now it's going to be hard for people to wake up to spirituality, because it's that spirituality right now is being restricted. A lot of people are in their illusion. Like if you're into spirituality right now, you're really into it. If you're not into it, you're really not into it. This is a time where you don't like. It's not really a time to wake people up. People already. This energy right now is you've made your bed. If you want to change your bed because you don't like it, you can change it, but it's gonna be extremely harder, because the time we're in is like the universe is telling you that it's too late and shit. Like you should have been on it really. That's why time is speeding up, because we should have been already did all the shit that takes time to do. All the shit that takes time to do, you should have done that. So right now we're supposed to be already have completed that and actually living our life right now. So this energy right now, 2023 onward, you're supposed to actually be living your life and doing all the shit you're supposed to have been working for the past 3 to 4 years. A lot of people are in that situation, so that's why it is the way it is, and that's why time is speeding up, because we're in a different time right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go right now, guys. My shit just got here, and somebody said hopefully there's no more chaos in the world, so this shit burns. There's gonna be chaos. There's gonna be chaos, but it most likely that chaos is gonna be incited by these governments. From my observations, like anything negative you see that happens as a result of the collapse It's really the government, and they're going to try to sell it like it's nature, the universe, because they're trying to make it look like that they collapse, but they're still running. Like what they're gonna do is say AI. You know how they say AI is taking over and AI is gonna control all the shit. And like the way I'm talking, I'm not saying that we can't take over the government. I'm saying if we don't do any action, if we don't do nothing, if people don't do nothing, then nothing's gonna happen. You can't expect the government to fall if nobody's doing nothing. Who's gonna stop them? If you guys think there's some energy or some karma or some God that's gonna get, no, any punishment that goes to them is gonna be as a result of somebody doing something that they did something to. And there's people out here working on a mission to take them down. That's already a fact. But we got to put in the work if you want to take them down. But like I was saying, like this shit is crazy because, like, you know how they say, and I'm gonna go over this and I'm gonna answer Jay's question and I gotta go. You know how they say when they have the AI, the whole AI shit. One thing you guys got to remember about AI is, I told you about AI. About AI is just a human being, a computer programmed to act like a human being. That's all AI is. They telling you that AI can take over the world. Anybody telling you that AI can take over the world is full of shit. If AI ever takes over the world, it's because the government allowed AI to do it, and the government is controlling AI. So the government and the Masons, they're going to be controlling the artificial intelligence. And then when the artificial intelligence does something, they're going to say, it wasn't me, it was the artificial intelligence. That's what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So this is why they're trying to program remember I told you every time you watch the news, always, why are they telling me this? Why do they care if aliens take over? They don't care. They just want you to know. So if when they want to take over the world and they want to keep ruling without you knowing it, then they can say, oh, AI take over. And they can say, oh, the AI killed all the governments and it's just AI. So now you have no choice but to accept it because AI is too powerful and it's controlled by a machine. But in reality, they're behind closed door controlling it because they can have you can't create no technology that can take over. That's impossible. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You can't take over. Who told you that AI takes over? And come on. All right, I'm gonna have to answer this, and people do seem more stuck in the ways, to be honest. And yeah, I remember old videos you mentioned start doing inner working. Yeah, I already mentioned. Yep, even back in the day, I mentioned that in my old videos. I wish I had some of those old videos. I said some real shit. Yeah, guys, but I'm gonna have to go right now. My shit just got here, so yeah, I'll be on probably tomorrow or tonight. But yeah, guys, I'm out.